Welcome to my dear students. In this session, I am going to solve a problem on ledger accounts under hire purchase system. Praveen purchased a plant costing rupees 40,000 on 1/4/2009 from Rajan Electronics Limited under hire purchase system. The terms being rupees 10,000 down and the balance in three equal annual installments together with the interest at 20% per annum on the outstanding cash price. Depreciation is to be charged at 15% per annum under straight line method. Prepare necessary ledger accounts in the books of Praveen till 31st March 2012 under asset accrual method. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 40,000 ರುಪೀಸ್. ಡೌನ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು? 10,000. 40,000ದಲ್ಲಿ 10,000 ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ? 30,000. ಈ 30,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು? 3 ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 10,000, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 10,000, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 10,000. 10,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 3 ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಏನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 10,000, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10,000, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10,000. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಸೇರಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಹೇಳಿ? ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ 10,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇದು 10,000ಕ್ಕೆ 20% ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು? 2,000. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 10,000 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2,000 12,000. My dear students, to repeat here, see the cost of the plant is rupees 5,000. He has made down payment to the extent of rupees 10,000. What's the balance here now? 30,000. This 30,000 rupees is payable in 3 equal annual installment. That is the first installment rupees 10,000, second installment 10,000, third installment 10,000. But it covers only the cash price of the asset. For this, what we have to calculate? Interest. So interest should be calculated accordingly on the outstanding cash price when the installment amount is paid. Now let us continue with this problem. Calculation of balance of amount to be paid in installment / net cash price. What was your cash price? 40,000 rupees. What is the down payment here now? 10,000. Balance will be 30,000. Payable in 3 equal annual installment. Let us concentrate here. So balance to be paid in installment / net cash price divided by total number of installment. So installment amount is equal to 30,000 divided by 3. It comes to 10,000. Now, so total amount payable will be down payment plus total number of installments. That is down payment 10,000 plus total number of installment 3. 10,000 into 3, 30,000. 10,000 plus 30,000, 40,000. So that is, I can say, less cash price 40,000 only. Total interest in this case will be nil. Now let us calculate interest and installment for each year. First year 1/4/2009 when the asset was purchased. What was the cash price? 40,000. What is the down payment here? 10,000. Balance will be 30,000. On this, we are calculating interest at 20%. That is 30,000 into 20 by 100, 6,000. Total comes to 36,000. First installment amount. Towards cash price, 10,000. Towards interest, 6,000. 10,000 plus 6,000, 16,000. 36,000 minus 16,000. Balance will be 20,000. To repeat once again, cash price of the asset 40,000, down payment 10,000, balance will be 30,000. On this, we are calculating interest at the rate of 20%. 20% of 30,000, we are getting 6,000. Total will be 36,000. During first installment, is going to pay towards cash price 10,000 rupees, towards interest 6,000 rupees, 10,000 plus 6,000, 16,000, 36,000 minus 16,000, 20,000. This will be the balance amount for the second year. Similarly, we are calculating interest at 20% on the outstanding cash price. So 20% of 20,000, 20,000 into 20 by 100. How much we are getting? 4,000. 20,000 plus 4,000, 24,000. Less second installment. So installment amount 10,000. Then we can say that is the interest is 4,000. 10,000 plus 4,000, 14,000. What's the balance here now? 10,000. On this, once again, we are calculating interest at 20%. 20% of 10,000, 2,000. 10,000 plus 2,000, 12,000. Less third installment. 10,000 will be towards your cash price. Less interest is 2,000. 10,000 plus 2,000, 12,000. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಗಮನಿಸಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 40,000 ಇದೆ. ಡೌನ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದಾರೆ ಅವರು? 10,000. ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 30,000. ಈ 30,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅವರು? 3 ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್. 3 ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10,000, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10,000, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10,000. ಈಗ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಔಟ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟ್? 20%. 30,000ಕ್ಕೆ 20% ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ? 6,000. 30,000 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 6,000 ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ? 36,000. ಲೆಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ 10,000 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಂಟರೆಸ್ಟ್ 6,000. 10,000 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 6,000, 16,000. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು? ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ I can say amount paid towards cash price of the asset plus interest. 10,000 plus 6,000, 16,000. What's the balance? Is to balance it with 20,000. Then we are calculating interest at 20%. 20% of 20,000, 4,000. Total money 20,000 plus 4,000, 24,000. Less second installment towards cash price. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕರ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? 10,000 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕರ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? 4,000. 10,000 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 4,000 ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ? 14,000. 24,000ರಲ್ಲಿ 14,000 ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಉಳಿತು ನಮ್ಗೆ? 10,000. Once again, we are calculating interest at 20% on the outstanding cash price of the asset. That is 10,000. 10,000 into 20 by 100, we are getting 2,000. 10,000 plus 2,000, total comes to 12,000. So less third installment. 10,000 plus 2,000 ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ? 12,000. So ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 3 ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ. ನಂತರ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಹೇಳಿ? ಲೆಡ್ಜರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಲೆಡ್ಜರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಲೆಡ್ಜರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕ್ರೆ? ಹೈರ್ ವೆಂಡಾರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಟೇಬಲ್ ನ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು? 16,000 ತಾನೆ. ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 10,000. ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 6,000. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಪೇಡ್ ವಾಸ್ 16,000. Towards cash price is paying 10,000. Towards interest is paying 6,000. 10,000 plus 6,000, 16,000. Please concentrate. See, if installment amount is due, entry will be asset account debtor, interest account debtor to hire vendor account. Asset account debtor, interest account debtor to hire vendor account. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? 16,000. ಈಗ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಷದ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಏನು? ಹೈರ್ ವೆಂಡಾರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೇಟಾರ್ ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೈರ್ ವೆಂಡಾರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೇಟಾರ್ ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಹೈರ್ ವೆಂಡಾರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು? ರಾಜನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು? 16,000. ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ 16,000. 16,000 ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಕರ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ? ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 10,000. ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 6,000. 10,000 plus 6,000, 16,000. To repeat once again, listen carefully, my dear students. See, he is paying 16,000 during first installment. Towards cash price of the asset, he is paying 10,000. Towards interest, he is paying 6,000. 10,000 plus 6,000, total comes to 16,000. Now, let us concentrate for the second year. The second year, if you observe, is paying 10,000 towards cash price, 4,000 towards interest, 10,000 plus 4,000, 14,000. Okay. Now, for making payment, entry will be high vendor account debtor 14,000 to bank account 14,000. So, accordingly, towards cash price, how much is paid? 10,000. So, towards cash price, that will be shown in your what? Asset account. Towards interest, in the interest account, the extent of rupees 4,000. 10,000 plus 4,000, 14,000, 14,000, 14,000. Third year, please concentrate. See, in the third year also is paying 10,000 towards cash price. What's the interest here now? 2,000. 10,000 plus 2,000. Totally, we are getting what? 12,000. We are getting what? 12,000. Please concentrate. When you are making what payment during the third year, entry will be asset account debtor. Rajan Electronics Limited account debtor. It is high vendor account debtor to bank account. High vendor account debtor to bank account. What's the payment is making here now? 12,000. Towards cash price 10,000. Towards interest 2,000. Total comes to 12,000. Now let me recall once again. For making down payment, high vendor account debtor to bank account. Okay, if installment amount is due, journal entry will be asset account debtor, interest account debtor to high vendor account. So in the high vendor account, what we record? By plant account 10,000, interest account 6,000. For making what the installment amount payment, journal entry will be high vendor account debtor to bank account. What's the total installment amount here now? 16,000. 16,000. Now, the second year, once again, towards, please observe, towards cash price 10,000, towards interest 4,000, 10,000 plus 4,000, 14,000, asset account debtor towards cash price 10,000, interest account debtor towards interest 4,000, asset account debtor, that is plant account debtor 10,000, interest account debtor 4,000, to hire vendor 14,000. I can say we are making what payment once again. Journal entry will be high vendor account debtor to bank account. Now, let us concentrate in the third year. The third year, I will show you what is the installment amount payable. That is, installment amount payable. Once again, 12,000, no doubt about it. Inclusive of what? Interest. Towards cash price, 10,000. Towards interest, 2,000. 10,000 plus 2,000, 12,000. 10,000 plus 2,000, 12,000. Towards cash price of the asset, by plant account 10,000. Towards interest, by interest account 2,000. Total 12,000. For making installment payment, journal entry will be higher vendor account debtor 12,000. So bank account 12,000. Now, I think we are clear about preparing higher vendor account. Next, let us concentrate on preparing asset account, plant account. See, actually, you can observe here, we are making down payment to the extent of is what? 10,000. We are making down payment. The extent of is what? 10,000. Down payment ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, immediate payment ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. How much we have made? 10,000. When down payment is made, what comes in? Asset comes in. What goes out? Cash goes out. For making down payment, journal entry will be asset account debtor 10,000 to bank account 10,000 being down payment made. So let's say account beginning of the year as plant account debtor to bank account 10,000. Now, next, towards cash price of the asset. How much is paying here now? 10,000. Please concentrate in your higher vendor account. By plant account 10,000. Higher vendor account nalli by plant account anta bandre plant account nalli ಏನು ಬರಿಬೇಕರೆ to higher vendor ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು Rajan Electronics. See, in your higher vendor account, what you are recorded by plant account. In your plant account, what we should write? To Rajan Electronics account. To bank account 10,000 towards down payment. To Rajan Electronics account at the end of the year towards cash price of the asset, total comes to 20,000. Depreciation is calculated based on cash price of the asset. Therefore, it is I can say 6,000. See, please concentrate, my dear students, in this problem. Okay, depreciation is calculated based on the straight line method. Now, by depreciation 6,000, by balance carried down 14,000, total comes to 20,000, 20,000. To balance brought down 14,000. Once again, please observe in this problem. Second installment amount 10,000 plus 4,000, 14,000. So towards cash price 10,000. Asset account debtor to hire vendor account 10,000. Total comes to 24,000. They are charging depreciation at the end of the year. So accordingly, depreciation amount will be 6,000. For charging depreciation, journal entry will be depreciation account debtor to asset account. Asset is what? Plant account here. So depreciation account 6,000. To plant account 6,000. By depreciation 6,000. By balance carried down 18,000. Third year money. To balance brought down 18,000. Now, once again in your third year, once again in your what? Third year. Towards cash price, he is paying what? 10,000. Towards interest, he is paying what? 2,000. 10,000 plus 2,000, 12,000. So towards cash price, 10,000. Okay. So what we can say? To Rajan Electronics account 10,000. Depreciation amount remains same. At the end of the year, we are charging what? Depreciation. By depreciation 6,000. By balance carried down 22,000. So once again, this will be brought forward to balance brought down 22,000. I repeat once again, we are preparing what? Asset account. For making down payment at the beginning of the year, what will be the entry? Asset account debtor to bank account 10,000. At the end of the first year, is making first installment payment. Towards cash price, is making 10,000. Asset account debtor to hire vendor 10,000. We are charging depreciation at the end of the year. By depreciation 6,000. Total is 20,000. Difference will be 14,000. Second year, to balance brought down 14,000. Once again, he is making payment towards cash price of the asset. The extent of it is 10,000. In the second year, that is 10,000. 14,000 plus 10,000, 24,000. Depreciation remains constant throughout the working life of the asset under straight line method. Therefore, depreciation amount to the extent of rupees 6,000 is shown in your what? Asset account. For charging depreciation, journal entry will be depreciation account debtor to asset account. By depreciation 6,000. By balance carried down 18,000. Total comes to 24,000, 24,000. Third year, to balance brought down 18,000. Towards cash price of the asset. Towards cash price of the asset. Once again 10,000. Towards cash price of the asset. Once again 10,000. Total 28,000. Charging depreciation at the end of the year. By depreciation 6,000. By balance carried down 22,000. This will be brought forward for the next year to balance brought down 22,000. Now let us prepare once again interest account. Let us prepare interest account. We are preparing what? Interest account. So in the interest account, please concentrate. When you are preparing hire vendor account, in the hire vendor account, we have recorded two interest by interest account. Okay. In the interest account, we have to show two hire vendor account. To hire vendor account 6,000. First year interest was 6,000. Second year interest was 4,000. Third year interest was 2,000. Interest will be charged at the end of the year. To repeat once again, first year interest was 6,000. Second year interest was 4,000. Third year interest was 2,000. To remind you once again, interest will be charged at the end of the year. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ವರ್ಷದ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ 6,000. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ 4,000. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ 2,000. ಟು ಹೈರ್ ವೆಂಡರ್ 6,000 ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್. ಟು ಹೈರ್ ವೆಂಡರ್ 4,000 second year. To hire vendor 2,000 third year. At the end of each year, this interest amount will be transferred to profit and loss account. Okay, profit and loss account is a nominal account in nature. What nominal account principle states? Debit all expenses and losses. So since interest is an expense, therefore it is debited. Entry will be profit and loss account debtor to interest account by profit and loss account 6,000. In the second year, by profit and loss account 4,000. In the third year, by profit and loss account 2,000. I repeat once again, if interest is due, entry will be interest account data to higher vendor account. For transferring interest amount towards profit and loss account, journal entry will be profit and loss account data to interest account. So interest charge ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ entry ಏನಪ್ಪ interest account data to higher vendor. ಒಂದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಟು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ second year third year it remains same. Finally let us prepare depreciation account. Let us prepare depreciation account. Now depreciation charge ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ depreciation account data to asset account. So what's the amount of depreciation? That is 6,000. So for all the years it remains same. For all the years depreciation amount remains same. The reason being we are charging depreciation under straight line method. Since we are adapting straight line method for the purpose of calculating the depreciation amount, in case of straight line method, the amount of depreciation remains constant throughout the working life of the asset. So for charging depreciation, first year depreciation account data to plant account. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ನಾವು ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಏನು ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ 6,000 by profit and loss account 6,000. Second year depreciation account data to plant account 6,000 by profit and loss account 6,000. Third year depreciation account data to plant account 6,000 by profit and loss account 6,000. So what we have to conclude means since depreciation is an expense, at the end of the year depreciation amount will be transferred to profit and loss account. For transferring depreciation amount towards profit and loss account, journal entry will be profit and loss account debtor to depreciation.